We had some difficulties, with my microphone. How are you doing? Fine?
I'm good. Yes.
Yes, Laura? Oh, very good. Paloma. Okay. So, well, finally we had good news about this course. It was not easy to convince your teacher, Fernanda, but at least for this semester, he accepted. Did you talk to him?
Yes, I did.
And
And he said that he thinks that online classes people don't understand, don't learn enough, and all the courses in postgraduate are presencial,
face to face.
face to face. Yes, and he was thinking about it. And I tried to convince him, and he said, okay, I'm going to think, but I think I'm going to approve it.
Yeah. Yeah, because the classes had already started. But you know that at the engineering faculty, that is all the how can we say this the master faculty for all the rest of the faculties, they decided that all English classes at the postgraduate program will be online forever. I think that's the best. Well, let's hope for the best. Okie dokie. So, by the way, when let me see the calendar I gave you for tests. Do you remember the dates? Because we need to recover the class we missed last week. Wait. Didn't I give you any? No, I didn't give you any date.
Yes, you give 26th of September.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me see. I think I did write it down. I don't know where Let's see. What date did I give you? Can you please?
Yes, 26th of September.
Wait. Sorry, again. When?
26th of September.
Yeah, 26th of September would be the midterm?
Midterm test. And 5th of December, the final test.
Okay. So probably we will have to move 1 week, both. Instead of September 26, probably will be the following week. Yes, yeah, because we skipped one class. So September 27 anyway. Okay. I think will be October 4, 1 week later. Yes. And the final, October, November, December, instead of December 6, December 13. Oh, it's Tuesday 13. Well, never mind. Yes. In order to recover the class we missed last week. Okay. Goody. Well, we were supposed to have a new student in this group, but I don't know what happened. Okay. Well, let's see. In our first class, do you remember where we? I remember we started talking about some doors, and I asked you to choose and talk about some places. Do you remember that? The doors, different doors to different houses. Do you remember? Yes? Okay, but we couldn't finish that. We talked just about me your preferences. Let me share my screen.
Teacher, sometimes the sounds, it like encapsulate. It sounds like a robot or under the
Yeah.
water.
Let me see, I will try with my headphones. Let me see if it is a problem. Is it better there?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Sorry, okay. So let me go to Material Docente and let me check. Let me see. This is the only worksheet we work with, remember?
Yes.
Yes. And you made your preferences. Okay. Wait a minute. In this, I mean, today I would like to finish this part, but this time I will ask you to, we're going to go to Material Docente, and then we're going to open the second worksheet, right? Please download it, worksheet 2. Okay. Okay, here we're going to get into some adjectives and some vocabulary used to describe people. Well, sometimes it's not, yeah, I think it's most of the time related to people, okay? Here we have 2, 4, 6, 8 different words and different definitions, meanings, okay? So could you please match the adjectives with the meanings? When you're ready, please let me know. Ready?
I'm ready.
Yes. What about the others? Paloma, you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Fernanda, Laura, you ready?
I need a little bit.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. Everybody ready then, Laura? Laura, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see the first one. We're going to check, a confident person. Let's see, Fernanda, can you read the definition, please?
Of confident or the
Yes,
first one?
confident.
Okay. A confident person is someone who feels sure about their ability to do things.
Okay, very good. Right. Number 5. Let's say, let me try to. Yeah. How can I? This one. Okay, right. Here. A confident person. Right. Let's see a funny person, Laura.
Funny person is good at making you laugh. Laugh?
Laugh.
Laugh.
Laugh with F. Right. Right. Let's see a generous person, Paloma.
A generous person likes to give people things.
Okay, right. Right. This one. Good. Let's see a kind person, Fernanda.
A kind person cares about other people.
Cares about other people. Right. Number 4. Good. Let's see a reliable person, Laura.
Can be trusted to do something well.
I'm sorry. Can be
Can be trusted
trusted. Yeah.
to do something well.
Right. Good. Let's see a serious person. Let's see, Paloma.
A serious person is careful, sensible, and not silly.
Okay, right. Okay, in this definition, what's the meaning of sensible? What do you understand? It is a question to all of you. What do you understand by the word sensible?
It's capable to understand other people. Or not.
No, not necessarily.
Reactive.
I'm sorry?
Reactive. Como reactive.
What do you mean by reactive?
No,
Sensible. I mean, what are the main, what is the main talent of a sensible, the main characteristic of a sensible person? It's not, I mean, be careful because my question, I mean, I'm asking, I stopped here because there are two words that are very easily confused because of Spanish and English. Sensible is totally different from sensitive. Let me try to draw here. And I don't know how to do that, how to draw it. Well, it's totally different. Sensible has to do with mind, yeah? With your intellectual abilities. But sensitive has to do with your senses. I mean, in Spanish, sensitive means sensato. And sensitive, sensible. Do you understand it? So I think that you should be careful with that, especially with the word sensible, because it's very easy to, it's a false friend. It's different from Spanish, okay? Do you understand it?
What is the translate?
The translation of sensible, sensato. Nothing to do with senses, has to do with intellect, yes? Do you understand it clearly?
Yes.
Okay, let's go on. Wait, then we have, we said serious. Let's see a shy person. Let's see, Fernanda.
A shy person is nervous or embarrassed about talking to other people.
Exactly, very good, yes. My connection is unstable. Okay. Right. Nervous or embarrassed. Right. Finally, sociable, Laura.
Enjoy spending time with other people.
Right. Do you feel identified with any of these characteristics of personality? For example, I don't know, Laura, do you think that you could be defined as, using one of these characteristics?
I
Laura?
think I'm a mixture.
Okay, mixture of?
I like to enjoy spending time with people, but I'm serious too.
Okay, so you would say that you are sociable, but at the same time you're serious. Is that the? Sorry. Can you hear me well now?
Yes.
Yeah, my connection,
Yes.
and I have two lines, so I have to change the line. Let me return to, so I was. Okay. Laura, you were saying that you are a mix between sociable and serious. Is that what I understood? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, why do you think that those two aspects are sort of, could be sort of different? I mean, cannot be mixed in a way, I mean, because they are different, aren't they?
I don't know how I like to talk to people. For me, it's funny, but in other I don't know how aspectos
Aspects?
aspect. I'm very serious. I like that the all I like that other aspect. I don't know. I don't know how to say. Que me gusta que todo sea correcto.
I like, how do you say that? I like everything to be correct.
Yes.
But something I don't understand is why do you think that that is opposite, or is in the other, is something different from enjoying spending time with other people, with, I mean, with sociability?
Yes.
Because they are different things or not? Yeah, but okay, I understand your point. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because some people can be sociable and can be shy at the same time. And that is something more contradictory in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Fernanda and Paloma? Which of these characteristics do you think that reflect your personality?
I think I am, like Laura says, I am also a mix of personalities.
Yeah.
I think I'm shy with new people. But also I'm sociable with my friends or family.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I'm kind because
Yeah.
I care of other people.
You care about other people, yeah?
Yes. I don't know.
Okay, those would be the three most relevant characteristics you think about your personality. Okay, let's see, Paloma, what about you?
Fernanda, profe.
I'm sorry?
Fernanda.
Sorry, Paloma was talking. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I am, okay, yeah. Fernanda,
Yes.
sorry. I
I
confuse your
think-
voices.
Yes, I also think I'm sociable, but I'm not as shy as the girl. Maybe I think I'm more extrovert and funny, and it's easy for me to yes, know new people,
To meet new people.
meet new people. Yes, and
It's
I also
easy?
think, yes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm confident about myself.
Okay, that's good. What's about reliability? Do you feel that, I mean, this is a question to all of you. Do you feel that you are reliable?
Yes, I think I am
Yeah,
reliable. Because
reliable.
I like to do things well, and I always try to do things well, and like I try to everything it's correct.
What do you mean by that? Can you explain it, please?
Like if I have an instruction, if someone's give me an instruction, I will do everything these people tell me if I think that's the correct way to do the things.
Okay. Okay. Do you think you're a perfectionist in a way also?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Yeah. But you will try to follow the instructions correctly.
Yes, but not. I will not keep a lot of time to maybe do it the most correct way, perfectly.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Not so obsessive, you mean?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah, because perfectionist people normally are a bit more obsessive.
yes. And I think they sometimes lose time in something that is not too necessary to waste the time.
Okay. And what about you, Paloma and Laura? Do you feel that you are reliable?
Yes, but I'm perfectionist.
Are you?
Yes.
You are a perfectionist. Okay.
Yes.
Can you give us an example? I mean, where you can see that you are a perfectionist?
Always I need to do all the best. Um, um, if I have a homework or a test, or I need to do, I need be the best.
Okay.
It's I don't like that. Um, I don't feel well with this situation.
You don't feel good with this situation? You don't like
No,
being like that? Why not?
no. I think it's a um, I don't enjoy
Mm.
um, the time with my family.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't enjoy that much. I mean, yeah, I understand. Okay, good, Laura. Let's see. What about you, Paloma?
I think I'm reliable, yes,
Mhm.
but not in a perfectionist way.
No, you can be
And
reliable and not perfectionist. I mean, not
it,
necessarily.
I'm, I think if I want to do something well, I do it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm I don't want, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't do it all so well.
Yeah. Okay. No, because perfectionist people normally, as Laura said, normally, I mean, you don't enjoy as much as you could because you are trying to do everything perfectly well, and that's yeah. Now, if you look at these characteristics, if you had to choose, I don't know, the most important that you can find among people, which is the most important to you? I mean, which is higher in your scale of values? I don't know.
But you mean in all these characteristics, or
Out of this group. Yeah.
okay?
Which of them?
I would say someone who is honest,
Hmm?
but it's not here.
Yes.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It has to be
No,
from
it has
this
to be one of these ones. We can also
okay.
add other ones, but first tell me one of these ones. Out of
Okay.
these ones.
So I would say someone reliable.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Why would you say that that is the most important one for you?
because it's someone you can trust,
Mhm.
and when you need to make a group or a team work, you need people to trust
Mhm.
in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in that sense, reliable person would be the most important. Okay. What's about you, Laura and Paloma? Can you choose the most important one for you?
It's difficult because there are more than one that is important, but
Mhm.
I think that someone that is kind because cares about other people.
Yeah.
I think that you can open to that people.
Those
You
people.
can,
Yeah.
yes, you can be open,
Mhm.
and you know that it will, or I don't know how to say.
That people will help you if you need it. Is
Yes,
that what you
yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So kindness would be the most important, or in the first place. I mean, out of these characteristics. Okay. And what about you, Laura?
I think be kind is the most important.
Okay. Why?
Um, because to be um, eh, empático.
Sympathetic.
Mm,
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me write it here. Sympathetic. Yeah.
mhm. Because to be sympathetic
Uh-huh.
is necessary to have better
Mhm.
relationship in in work and family in um,
Okay, among human beings, I mean, different
yeah.
aspects of daily life. Okay, good. Let's see. Do you remember when we, let me show, when we saw the pictures? Do you remember the door that you chose as the one you like the most? Do you remember that? Do you or not?
Light blue.
Do you remember, I mean, the one, do you remember the door
Admin, no.
the one that you, well, I can't remember it either, but you chose one of these doors. What I want you to do now is to, well, if you remember the door, you can choose the same door or you can choose another door, I don't care. But I want you to, let's imagine that you choose this door, yeah? Look at the door, and then here you have a table. I want you to imagine the people living in that house that you chose, okay? The people that live there, invent a name, say if it is a male or a female, age, if they are at school or they are students or they work, what is their job, and the type of personality that each of them has. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Do you? Yes? Okay, some minutes for you to do that, please. Yes? Go ahead, please. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Teacher, can you show the doors, please?
Yes, certainly. I will, because I think wait. There you go. Can you see them all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're ready, please let me know.
I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. Let's see, Fernanda, right?
Yes,
Okay, tell me, first of all, which door did you choose?
the second one. No, the third one.
This one.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Let's see. Give me the names. The information you completed.
Okay, I imagine there lives a couple, old couple. Here, the man of the husband is, the name of the husband is Patricio,
Mhm.
and he's 72 years old.
Sorry, how old?
72.
72, yeah?
Yes, and they are retired, but I don't know why. I imagine maybe he was a fireman or policeman or something like this.
Why?
And I don't know. I imagine a couple where the husband is very serious and generous or confident, but and the wife, a retired teacher, kind, sociable, and funny, like someone,
Yeah.
people like a couple different between them, but he's serious and she's really funny and sociable.
And outgoing and
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I don't know why I imagine that with that
Okay.
door. All the
Okay.
time when we see the doors, I keep watching the number 3.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I don't know why something has.
But do you like it?
It's not my favorite, but it doesn't have windows, and I don't know why.
I think there is a window there or no? What is
Know it from the other one.
from the other picture? Yeah. Yeah.
But something has this door.
Okay.
Maybe I did with it.
And do you think that here there are only 2 people? I mean, only a couple
Yes.
living.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you imagine that there is a couple living. Be
Yes.
careful with the structure.
Okay.
There is a couple living in that house. No, there lives a couple. Remember, that's a Spanish. Yeah, I will write it here. Well, you said, I imagine a couple living there. That would be the best way. I mean, a couple living there. Yeah, an old couple, a retired couple living there. Okay? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Fernanda, good. Very good. Let's see who can continue, Paloma or Laura?
Yes.
Paloma?
Yes, I picked the first door.
The first one, this one, the blue one.
First, yes.
Okay.
I imagine
Mhm.
that there lives Laura. She's 37 years old.
How old?
37.
Yeah.
She's a teacher in a school, and she lives alone. And her personality is she's confident, reliable, sociable, sociable, and funny.
Okay. Okay. And she lives alone.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful because you made exactly the same mistake that Fernanda did. Be careful with that. Both of you used, I mean, a Spanish structure with English words. I imagine there lives Laura. No. I imagine Laura, in English you say Laura, lives there. Yes? Or I imagine a woman called Laura or Laura living there. It's another possibility. I imagine Laura, or no, I said a woman called Laura living there. Yeah, but you cannot say, I imagine there lives Laura, because that is Spanish. Me imagino que ahí vive Laura, no? Yes? Laura
Yes.
lives there. Yes? Be careful with that. Okay. Let's see. Laura, please. Laura. Which door?
I choose the first.
The first door?
Yes.
Okay. Wait.
I imagine a young couple lives in this house.
A young couple.
Young
Huh?
couple. Her name is Anna, and she's 28.
Mhm.
Is a first grade teacher,
Uh-huh.
and she's sociable and adorable.
Adorable, yeah.
And the man he's Rafael. He's 30.
Mhm.
He's an architect,
Mhm.
and he's funny and kind.
He's funny and
Kind.
kind.
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good. Any question or comment about this exercise?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, talkie. Well, we're going to go on. Here we talked about, well, the topic of this is about neighbors, get to know the neighbors, right? So, wait a minute, let me go to, do you have any, well, I don't want to say, do you have any connection, any relation with your neighbors? First of all, do you have any neighbors?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any relation with them?
Yes.
Yeah, and what is it like?
I have living in my house since I was 4,
Okay.
and it was at that time it was a new village, or
Yeah.
oh yes. So almost every people who was starting to live there, it was a young couple as my parents. So I have friends
Uh-huh.
of my age, and we all still live in this house.
Okay. I imagine that you know all the people then, at least in your street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have good friends then.
Yes. Yes. And
Okay.
every maybe.
And what is the everyday life like there?
But nowadays we doesn't have much town town life. I don't know how to call this kind of life because we all have that don't have much time.
Mhm.
But when we were kids, we play all the time outside
Okay.
all the
And
time.
how many houses or how many families do you have in your street?
I think we are like 20-25 houses.
Ah, it's a lot of people.
It's like a small park.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, what about your parents? I mean, do they have, I imagine they are also friends or very close to the rest of the, I mean, the neighbors?
Yes, yes, but
Okay.
like maybe when we were kids it was a lot because we play much more than now.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
you play anymore.
yes, with these people because
Mm,
now I have met a lot of different people
mm,
that
yeah,
and the friendship change.
of course. Yeah. And people are, I mean, make different, I mean, I don't know, they have different activities, different ideas sometimes, or no?
Yes, yes,
Interests. Yeah.
yes. And well, I'm 24 and mostly well many of the people it's living in the other houses, not with their parents.
Ah, yeah, they moved out.
Yes,
Yeah,
they moved out.
yeah,
Many of them.
yeah. Okay. But I imagine when you go out, you must say good morning, hello, everybody, or no?
Sometimes, yes, yes, but I always see a familiar face around.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, interesting. What about you, Paloma and Laura? Do you have any neighbors?
Yes, uh, I have lived uh, in a condo
Yeah. Yes.
for 4 years.
For 4 years. And how many
Yes,
houses are there in the condo?
54.
54.
Yes.
Ah, it's a big place then.
Yeah.
Yeah. 54 families.
Yes.
Ooh, a lot of people. Yeah. And what about you? Well, 4 years, you know, have
And
you made any
and
friends?
no, no. Um, or my relationship is that my neighbor are my clients.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Why are you with your doing nails?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, so you have a good relation with them then.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you go to their houses or do they go to yours?
No, no, no. They come to my
Okay.
house.
Yeah. Okay. And do you have any kind of event where you meet? I don't know, for Christmas or September 18. I don't know.
Um, maybe in October,
Ah,
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, because of children.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, do the children go to the same schools or?
No, no, no. The main children go to the mm, a school near here,
Mm-hmm.
but the other are go to other comunas.
Commune. Commune.
Commune.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But are the children friends among them? I mean, do they play
No,
together?
no,
No?
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay, Laura. Let's see, Paloma, what about you? What about your neighbors?
Um, I also live in a condo.
Uh-huh.
It's big.
Okay.
I don't really have a relationship with my neighbors next to and around.
Yeah.
When I was
You mean next door neighbors?
next
Because
door in the
I mean,
when I was a child, I have friends in the neighbor, but we don't keep seeing each other when we grow up.
Yeah. Here we have
Um,
neighbors that are next door, that immediately, I mean, next to you, or neighbors that live around or near your house, but not immediately next door.
Yes.
Okay. So I assume you have been living in that place for all your life?
Not all my life, but when I was 5 years old.
Almost all your life.
Yes, and also my school, the school that I went, is near my house. So most of my
Classmates?
classmates lives in my condo. So we are friends now and then, and we live near. That's it.
Yeah. And do you do any activities? I mean, in the condo. I mean, as like as Laura said, with the Halloween or Christmas, or do you do any activity in common?
One time, but not in my neighbor. It's kind of the same, but not. My boyfriend lives in the same condo, but not the same.
Not the same what?
Not is the same, o sea, like the same, but it's I don't know how to explain it. It's like mini condos in the condo.
Okay.
And I have one, and he have another one, but it's like we are neighbors, but not in the same condo. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's a complicated thing. Yeah,
it's like ay, se me fue la palabra. Pasaje.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it's closed. It's closed.
Yeah, okay. It's a kind of street that is closed.
Yes, but
yeah.
In his condo, we invented a feria.
A street market? A market,
yes. Yeah. It was my idea. And all the people likes and go to sell stuff. And it was one time and they repeated another time, but I didn't go.
Yeah. And what did you sell?
Books and toys that we have never never
used.
Yes. Stuff that
okay.
But I sell most books.
Books and toys. But did you do it, I mean, a long time ago or recently?
Yes, like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Or right. 3, I don't know.
So that was an activity in common then?
Yes.
Yeah. But not parties or celebrations or that kind of thing?
No.
Barbecues, I don't know. Yeah.
No.
Okay, right. Well, when people meet, I mean, for example, neighbors. I live in a building, and well, I know very few people because I am very antisociable, especially in my building. But there are people that meet with other neighbors, especially during the quarantine. I would say perhaps people were so close that they made friends. I mean, they became friends by force, I think. Well, the thing is that you meet and then people make questions. And here I have some of the questions that you could eventually use in this type of meetings. Can you see can you read from my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. here there are different questions. I would like you to tell me which ones do you think that could be okay or not to ask your neighbors in a kind of social situation. For example, the first one, what do you do for a living?
I think
That is the same as what is your job? What do you do with this? Yes?
yes. I think it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like to start, I don't know how to say, like to break the ice.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a kind of ice, to break the ice is correct, or to be an icebreaker, or to make conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. How much do you earn?
No.
No, definitely not. Yeah. How old are you?
Yes, I think.
Do you think it's okay?
It depends.
I think depends. Yes.
It depends on what.
Mm. Mm, maybe some people feels offended. No sé.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, if somebody asked you that question, I mean, it would be okay for you?
For me, yes.
Yeah. And what about the others? Do you all agree on that?
Yes, I don't think it's offended. I think it's a question. Yes, okay.
Oh,
Maybe it's
Fernanda?
maybe yes. Maybe it's not a question you will ask at the beginning, like what's your name? How old are you? But maybe like
Not the first
old-
time.
yes, like how long have you been working in this? How old are you? I don't know. It's
And
like
then you start calculating the age, you mean?
yes, it's like part of the conversation. I don't think it's like
No?
offensive.
Yeah. Well, but Fernanda, you spent a long time in New Zealand, right?
Yes,
And do you think that in New Zealand you could ask that question, I mean, openly? Or not?
I don't really meet New Kiwi people.
Ah,
I mostly share with people who was learning English as me,
people who were.
who were
And
learning
where were they from?
from any kind of the world, any part of the world, like
Yeah.
from South America, Europe, Asia.
Yeah. And what about other people from Europe?
They were young as me, so it wasn't like offensive question. But maybe from Asia, it's
Mhm.
important because Asian people respect more when you're older. So they ask at the beginning, how old are you? So they
But
know,
they asked you at the beginning, yeah?
yeah. So they know how to treat you. If you're
Yeah.
old, they have respect for you. If you're young, you have to respect them.
So I must travel there, I must move there. Okay. Yeah, but I've heard, I don't know anything about Asian languages, but I've heard, and I don't know if it is, I think it's in Japanese. There is a different, I don't know, declination in verbs when you talk to an older person than when you talk to a younger person. Something like that. I don't know if it is Japanese or Chinese, but I think that there is a different verb for that. So not different verb, but different declination, different ending, I think.
Use yes for example in Korea for example someday uni o usan use other word
Mhm.
when other people is more young or old than I.
Yeah, when the other people are older or younger,
Uh-huh.
they change the language. I mean, there are different words. Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard so. So that is very important then. But in that case would be important, as Fernanda said, I mean, that would be the very first question mostly that they will ask you. I mean, as
Yes.
relevant information. But I was thinking, for example, in the case of American people or European, well, I don't know if all Europeans, but I don't know, the people I know best is English-speaking countries, Britain in particular. They wouldn't, I mean, I'm sure that they wouldn't like to be asked that question. How old are you? And there are some Chilean people that also, I think that's, for example, I go to classes of Pilates, and some weeks ago, the teacher, who is very, I don't know, crazy, I would say, the teacher, we were a group of about 9 women, different ages. I am the oldest. Some of them are, I don't know, 32, 33. And the teacher said, oh, can I ask you how old you are? And she asked me, and I said it. And some younger, I mean, young women, they felt really awful. I mean, they didn't have enough personality to say, I don't want to say that. But they really were sort of upset. I mean, I could notice that. And so I would say that it's not so, perhaps it depends on the age sometimes, or not? What do you think?
I
Yes.
think yes, but no. I think depends on the people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I will not ask the age of I don't know, oldest people.
Yeah, older people.
Older, but no older than me, because I think
No, definitely old people.
yes. I
Yeah.
think maybe to be offended.
But you know, I mean, among teachers, I mean, the teachers of English that we work at the university, we are about 30-something teachers. And there are two teachers. I am one of them. I am 62 years old. And the other, there is one more teacher that is 1 year older. He's 63. And he, for years and years, he never mentioned, he never wanted to say his age. And once, I always say I am the oldest, I am very old, and he never says anything. And only once, he never drinks alcohol, and only once we went out with all the teachers and he had some beer, a small glass of beer, and he started to talk, and then he said his age, but they are very close in that aspect. I mean, some people are very close with their age as something really, I don't know, kind of secret. And that is stupid because it's so easy to know people's age. I mean, I think. Well, but
The person, Saloma said, I think it's the person. Because, for example, my grandma is very, very old and she loves to say the age. She feels very proud of her age. And he doesn't have troubles, but her sister, it's younger than her and is a secret. Nobody knows how old is her.
Yeah, I think it depends on their personalities and on the way they look, and some people, depends. Yeah, my mom is 88, and before saying, her name, she says, I am 88. And
Yes.
she feels very proud of that because she looks much better than her age. So, yeah. Well, but I think that it's maybe a conflicting question. Yeah.
A classmate? a classmate, asked me, how old are you? Very carefully. Was funny. Obviously, I'm the oldest in the class.
Yeah, you are the oldest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In all class.
Yeah, in all the classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's funny.
Yeah. Some people think it's funny, like you. Some
It's
other
funny.
people.
It's funny.
I think it
I
sometimes
like to watch the other classmate.
Uh-huh.
I think how no I me reflejó. No, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I think how was how
It showed you.
yes when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was maybe how they are. I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, it's funny. Watch them.
Yeah, but they were very, I mean, your classmate was very careful because he didn't know how you would react.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Little children normally ask that question because they are used to that question among their friends. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Yo tengo 6. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, the next question on the list, that is a complicated question, I think, or not? Do you have any children? To some people, may be complicated. Don't you think so?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
No, not really.
I think maybe it can be a sensitive question if maybe there's someone who has something with kids, like maybe lost a baby or something like
Yeah,
this.
something like that. Or somebody who cannot have children.
Yes.
Yes.
But there are some people that I think are very, intruding. You know the word intruding? Do you know that word? Nosy. No, but intruding, when you interfere or want to participate in something that is not your business. Because, for example, do you have any children? No, I don't. Why not?
That is like, no, I think.
That is, but in Chile, that is, I tell you from my own experience, it's a very usual comment.
Like, do you not have children? Because the two women that are older, like 30 something, and it's like, do you not have children?
Why not?
That's right. Why is that so important?
Yeah, because if you don't have children in our culture, well, I would say it's something like your life is useless. I mean, you are good for nothing. That was the objective of your life, to have children. So if you don't, what are you doing here in this life? Yeah, I think that is different in your generation, but in my generation and from there to the buses, but people are very, I would say, very intruding and very, I don't know how to say, but they are very careless and impolite, I think. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
What would be the translation of
intruding? Intrusos. Something like, well, another word can be nosy. But nosy has, I would say nosy, well, also you're also intruding when you want to know more details about something that's not your business. In my experience with British, not only British, I would say European people, but not Latin people. When you, I mean, they are very careful and very respectful, that's a word, respectful of your private life or what they consider is your private life. So they will never ask you, are you married? Are you single? Do you have any children? They are very, I have been working with American people for 15 years, and I don't know if they are married, single, or divorced. No idea. They never talk about that.
And if you ask, they feel offended.
They would say, I'm sorry, but that is part of my private life.
Mm.
Yeah. So one of them is, well, I think he's a gay person, but I think, and when somebody asks us, who do you live with? With a friend. The other one, a lady that I don't know, but she said no. I mean, that is part of my private life. So that's it. They are very careful with that. They don't say where, for example, they were on holidays. And because of something you could see from behind in their cameras, you could see that they were not in Chile. Oh, where are you? And she was in almost in shorts when it was very cold. I know I am on holidays. I didn't dare to ask, where are you on holidays? I couldn't care less, actually. But somebody asked, where are you? And her face changed. She said, in the States, nothing else. I mean, no, and she felt sort of uncomfortable because where are your holidays? They never say where they went on holidays, who they went with. They are very, very reserved. So I would say that they have to be careful. Latin people are different. Spanish, Latin American people, the Italians, all of them. Well, but let's go on with the questions. Have you lived or worked here long? What do you think of that question?
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any hobbies?
It's a good question.
Yeah. So it's not a complicated question. What are your politics? ¿Por quién vas a votar? Okay.
I think it's not like a question you ask normally, but if the person who is asking is respectful, maybe you can have a conversation, a good conversation. But it depends on the people is in this conversation.
Yeah, depending on the people. But when you're meeting, I mean, somebody for the first time, it's difficult to know. Well, you can guess sometimes. You can get some ideas if they are respectful or not. Yeah.
I have asked.
Wait a minute. I will write. No, it's this. Be careful. Asked.
Okay. In a job interview.
What did you ask?
What are your politics?
What are your politics?
Mm-hmm.
Did it have any connection with the job?
No.
And what happened?
I don't pass the other test, the psycho. A test with the CEOs.
Yeah.
that that are watching after the mirror, black mirror,
Mhm.
and they ask a question and simulate simulated situation.
Mhm. Yeah.
That, that's
Yeah. And he didn't like your performance in the interview?
what?
I don't know if I got you right. Did you say that there was a CEO watching the interview?
Yes.
And
The third interview.
Okay. After the one
After
with
the politics. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
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 But you were asked or you asked the question? You were in an interview.
Yes.
You were being asked.
Yes.
Okay.
So they asked you the question
Yes.
about,
Mm.
okay. I thought you asked them. Now, okay. The interviewers asked you a question about your politics.
Yes.
Ah,
But is it correct to ask that? I think
I don't know.
you can answer
No.
like
No.
it's not related to the to the job.
Yes.
I don't know actually.
It
I don't
was
know.
10 years. No. Yes. 10 years ago.
And was it a company related to the right wing or not?
I don't understand.
I mean, the company where you had this, it was a company, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
If you, I mean, did the company have any connection with, I don't know, Chile Vamos, UDI, RN, I don't know, I mean, with the extreme right?
I don't know. I don't know.
No?
No. It's química.
Okay, something chemical. You didn't have any feeling with them?
No.
Because I have had some experience with companies where there are people, I mean, rightist people from the right wing of politics. And they have told me that they have prejudice against some universities, some careers, because they feel that these places are communist or leftist. And they have said that openly.
In the agronomy world, it's very common
I'm sure.
that the people ask you your preference.
Yeah, I mean, that is the normal part of the interview. I didn't know that.
And is better say that you are
Neutral.
no. Right.
Do you say that you're rightist?
Yes.
The possibility is
The best.
Right. That clear. Or leftist. Yeah.
I have experience.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. It's the best.
Okay. I have a friend who was interviewed in a company where people belong to Opus Dei. It was related to the Opus Dei. And she was married, but she didn't have any children. And she was asked, why don't you have children? And she said, Dios no lo ha querido. And she's absolutely atheist. But it was the best answer, I think. Dios no lo ha querido. Okay, girls, shall we have a break now and then continue with the next part? Yes,
Okay.
15 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
see you. Okay. Well, talking about this interaction with neighbors, I will ask you to imagine that you are neighbors in a new neighborhood. You have never seen each other, and then you meet, I don't know, at a barbecue or in a social meeting with your new neighbors, okay? I will ask you to imagine the situation and start a conversation, the way you would do it if you were in that circumstance, okay? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I will not interrupt you. I will just take notes, okay? Okay?
Yes.
I don't know if you want to get to an agreement before, or can you improvise it?
We just have to talk,
Yes?
or if there is a topic we have to talk about.
No. The topic is this, the situation is I want you to interact. Imagine you are with a pisco sour with some beer, I don't know, at a social meeting, right? And these are your new neighbors. You are new at the neighborhood.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So, okay, I will be like new in the neighborhood, so I will ask, hello girls, and what's your name? I'm Fernanda. I'm new here.
Hi, Fernanda. I'm Laura. Laura,
Nice to meet you, Laura.
nice to meet you.
Hi, Fernanda. I'm Paloma. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And can I ask you, how long have you been here? Have you been living here?
I live here I have lived here for 4 years.
That's a long time.
I've been living here for 1 year.
It seems like a really quiet place. Is it right?
Sometimes, because the children, when are playing. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have by the moment, but I would really like to.
And what are your hobbies? Like,
Well, I think the first hobby, well, I really like to walk. So now it's a new I think neighborhood. I think I will discover it a lot. I would really like to know new places. Maybe you can give me some advice where I can go.
yes, there is a park the in the street close to our houses, and you can go there and have a walk or maybe spend time in the nature.
Yeah, it sounds good.
There is a market in the corner. Is cheaper than the supermarket.
Oh, good to know. And what do you do in your free time? Maybe we can we can match some
Sleep.
time.
Sleep. Watch Netflix.
But maybe outside.
I like to go out in bicycle. Do you like it?
Yes, a lot. I like to ride the
We
bike.
can go out and ride the bike.
It sounds good. I will. Yes. No, you don't like, Lara. What do you
No,
like?
I prefer sleep. To sleep. And do you like the barbecues? Maybe
Yes.
with pisco sour?
With beer.
Maybe we can do a barbecue.
Yes, we are in a barbecue. Right.
Another barbecue.
Okay. So, as well.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an artist.
Yeah, and what art do you do?
I paint. I paint. Right now I have an exposition in in downtown. It's new. Maybe we can go sometime if you like to enjoy that kind of
Really, when is the exposition? I don't.
is in the center of the city.
No,
near
when?
when it's now it started yesterday. It will
Oh,
stay for 3 weeks.
That's
good.
good.
Mhm. Yes. And you, what do you do for a living?
I'm a nail artist.
Ah, good.
Mm, I'm I'm a teacher in an university.
Good. I like to teach as well. It is hard. It's
Yes, very hard.
yeah. And what subject do you teach?
Botanicals.
Sorry?
Botanicals.
Ah, botanics.
Botanics. Yes.
I remember once I have a course about it. It's really hard.
Yes, it's hard for the student.
I imagine.
I failed the most. O sea, the student fails a lot the course.
Hmm. And do you think it's because of the teacher or the
Don't pay attention.
The millennials.
the no, I discovered this weekend that Paloma and I are Z generation. We are not millennials. Well, I think. When were you born, Paloma?
In 1995.
Okay, yes, it's from 1995 to 2009. This is the Z generation.
Really?
Yes, and before this, it's millennials.
But I knew that the millennials is like comprehend us, but not. It's like in some points we are millennials, but in some others not.
Yes, yes, it's like just in the middle, like the
Yes.
separate era.
Yes,
Or-
like no, we don't have a generation for ourselves.
Mm,
I don't know what I
I don't remember more. I just pay attention about my.
I born in 1984. I don't know.
Maybe you're millennial.
Maybe? Yes?
Yes.
I don't remember this, but
I don't know. I don't know. No.
and do you have kids, girls?
Yes. I have a daughter, 6 years, 6 years old.
Mm,
I don't have children. And you?
No, I don't either. No, I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and I
Not
like.
the same.
I don't know.
Not the same. Because I like to sleep. So
Yes, I can imagine. Mm. I imagine it's very demanding having a kid.
yes. All day. All day.
And how old is she?
6 years old. Yes.
Do you think now is more difficult than when she was younger?
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
It's more difficult. Yes. Yes. Because she speak a lot.
Mm.
And all day is active and need your mom for everything.
Mm. Oh, very exhausting.
when she was a baby, was more afraid. But when now she asks for everything, and is I don't know, desafiante. I don't know how to say. It's very difficult. Yes.
Mm-mm. And you
When
maybe
was a baby, it was cute, adorable, oh, beautiful, but now
I imagine. And do you are you going on vacation this summer? On holidays?
oh, I disappear for a moment.
Ah, sorry. Are you going on holidays this summer?
If we travel,
Yes.
I think Laura was asking. Was sorry, was answering or not? You were answering the question, Laura?
I don't see.
it's for me.
Oh, I don't know because I disappeared and I
For the two is the question for
Oh no, nothing. No, I don't have. I don't. I won't have vacation. No, never. It's sad, but it's my truth, my reality.
but maybe you can go together in vacations or not. Is not an option.
No, because my husband work when I have a vacation,
Or
and we
maybe
prefer stay together.
Relax.
Yes.
and you, Paloma, you have vacation this summer?
I don't think so. Maybe go to the beach in one weekend. I like to go to the beach in the summer, but like few days.
Okay.
Yes,
I
and you?
hate the summer.
Really? I like the summer. I love the summer.
Yeah,
Why?
I hate that.
Why is that?
The temperature. I hate that. No. I prefer the fall on. No, I prefer the low temperature. I hate the summer.
Maybe you hate the summer in Santiago, but
No.
every part of the
No.
world.
I hate that.
I love the spring. It's my favorite. I don't know how to say.
Season?
Season, yes,
Mm.
because of the flowers and the temperature is not too
But
high.
no, but the spring in Santiago seems to summer.
But early spring maybe. Yes, but summer is too high the temperature.
And yes, I think the same. I prefer the seasons like autumn or spring.
Yes, autumn.
Not
Yes.
too cold, not too hot.
But autumn
And it's beautiful.
autumn it's cold.
Um,
But I love autumn because the leaves is beautiful, but it's like there is no mid there mid mid season. Like it's too cold or too hot.
okay, but I think I prefer spring as you, Paloma, because the way something I really hate is the day in winter are very short.
Yes,
So I really enjoy when they start
longer.
like yes, they
I
are
hate when it's like 7 o'clock and it's dark. It's
yes.
like
me
there
too.
is no day to do things. I
think
hate that.
yes. No, I think now it's a good season, a good time of the year. I like.
No, I like the autumn. Yeah, it's beautiful. I like the when when tree when the trees become red.
Yes, the colors are
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes. I like it.
The sunsets of autumn are so beautiful.
And after the summer is an I don't know how you say alivio.
Relief, I think is the word.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
It's good. But
And
in
I
some,
think that the person enjoy the winter are the people who have good conditions, good house, maybe a car.
Yes,
Yes,
that's true.
yes. Only these people can enjoy the winter.
Okay, girls. Good. Okay. Let me, I took some notes. I just wrote some things, so I mean, I don't know who said what, but let me. Let me use the chat as my whiteboard. When you make a question, I mean, you can ask, can I ask you, I don't know, can I ask your address, for example? But sometimes you have two questions, one question within the other. How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? That is can you see the chat?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That is a direct question, no problem. How long have auxiliary? Perfect. But if I use this question in combination with another question, for example, can you tell me? Can you tell me is another question. And the two questions are connected. In that case, I must make a change. Can you tell me, there you keep auxiliary subject verb, how long you have lived here? The second part of the question, even though it is still a question, that the form is the form of an affirmative statement. For example, if I say, I don't know, where do you live? Where do you live is a direct question. But if I say, can you tell me? I cannot say, can you tell me where do you live? No, can you tell me where you live?
Mm.
Yes, it's one question within another. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, Paloma?
I don't know if I understand.
You don't know. Tell me all your doubts.
Why isn't can you tell me where do you live?
Because this is a kind of, it's called indirect question. So the first part of the question, can you tell me? That part continues as a question. I mean, the form of a question.
Mm-hmm.
But the second part is inserted in the other one. So the form is like a statement. For example, if I say, how old are you? No, let's see. No. How old is she? Direct question. But if I say, do you know how old she is? Yes. Because the interrogative part is in the first part, in the first question, not in the second one.
Mm.
Yes. Perhaps next class I can do some extra practice for this. I mean, specific exercises with this, particularly with question books. Do you think so?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's not difficult at all, but there are some changes to make. This is not only with questions. It's used all the time you report somebody that somebody else said. For example, I don't know, I am tired, for example. What did she say? She said she was, what does she say? She says she is tired. Normally, for example, when you this exercise, normally this topic is normally practiced in classes with telephone conversations. Somebody is talking on the phone and what did she say? And then you have to make these kind of changes, okay? This is a typical exercise, but we can practice that because next class I will prepare a part of the class about this. Is that right? Well, the other thing has to do with, well, there are different types of things you must be careful about. Children, remember that children is plural. I mean, one child is a singular, and the plural is children, not children's. Yeah? This is an irregular plural, something like, for example, well, woman and women. That is different. Yeah. These words come from the, well, that's for you to know. They come from Anglo-Saxon origin. Yeah. That's why they change. The extreme case is, for example, the word ox. Do you know what an ox is? Ox. What is an ox? It's an animal. Fernanda, what is an ox?
Yes, it's an animal.
Do you know the translation of that?
I think it's the animal where helps the people in, like, it's a bull without testicle or not?
No, not that is, I don't know that specific information. It's a
Wait,
way, yeah. Is that? Yeah,
yes,
I don't know. I didn't know that. I don't know.
Yes, okay, yes, the bull.
Yeah, is it? Is the bull without testicles? Yes.
El toro castrado es un buey.
No idea. Okay. I don't know anything about the countryside. Okay, well, we have one ox, but two oxen. It's the same ending as child, children. Yeah. There is a group, normally in English, most words add an S, the same as in Spanish, but there is a small group of words that changes, okay? So children, oxen is another one. Okay, remember when you talk about things like bicycle, for example, you travel or you go on a bicycle, yeah? On, because it's not, I mean, it's over the surface, yeah? On bicycle, yeah? Okay. When you use the word corner, be careful because you can say in the corner or you can say at the corner, on the corner, but it's different. When you mean en la esquina, that is on the corner, en la esquina. At the corner, in Spanish, is also en la esquina. On the corner is not that specific. At the corner is at the vertex. But in the corner is totally different. Because in the corner means en el rincón. Only by changing the preposition, okay? Do you understand it?
I don't understand the difference on the corner and at the corner.
On the corner is anywhere in the area of the corner. At the corner is exactly at the corner, at the vertex. Yeah. Do you understand it?
Yes, but
yes.
I have another question.
Tell me.
You can say, do you ride a bike?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
do you ride on bike?
No. You go on a bike or you travel on a bike, but you ride a bike.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Good. Another word, this is similar to the example I gave you with sensible. Be careful with this word. Exposition exists in English, but exposition is to be exposed. If, for example, is not good. Some exposition to the sun at midday. Yeah, is different from an exhibition.
Oh, exhibition, yes.
Yes. Exhibition is una exposición de arte. In a gallery is an exhibition. Exposition is where something is shown, but it's not the same case of exhibition. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, there is some, well, in some countries, I say in Spanish, they say una exposición, meaning disertación, meaning a presentation. Some students, some foreign students say, tenemos una exposición, profesor. And they mean presentation. Yeah, so be careful with that. Something that I'm sure that Fernanda and Paloma, as you were my students, I'm sure that you remember this, but Laura has not been my student. So be careful with this verb, Paloma. I was born in, I don't know. I was born. The verb nacer is to be born. Yeah, nacer. So the only part that changes is verb to be. The baby will be born next week. I was born many years ago. Yes, she was born, they were born, etc. But born is not a verb by itself in this case. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Laura? Yeah. Let's see. Be careful when you make questions like, do you have, tienes niños? In English, you cannot say, do you have kids by itself? Do you have any kids? Do you have any advice? Do you have any advice or any tips? Advice or tips? Yes. No, I don't have children. I don't have any children. There are two possibilities. I don't have any children, or I have no children. They mean exactly the same, so you can choose anyone. The baby, I don't know if it was the baby, but she is very demanding, demandante. Demanding. She needs your mom. I think, Laura, I think, you meant she needs her mom.
Yes.
La de ella, no la tuya.
Yes.
She needs her mom.
Mm.
Yeah?
And my mom too.
Yeah, but you said something to Paloma or to Fernanda, so be careful with that, because your is your mom, not my mom. Yeah. When was a baby was cute. When she was a baby, she was cute. You cannot omit the subject, okay? And there was some part that I didn't understand. I won't have vacations, never. What do you mean, Laura? ¿Nunca voy a tener vacaciones? ¿O nunca he tenido vacaciones? ¿O nunca tengo vacaciones?
Que nunca voy a tener vacaciones en verano.
Yeah. So, I won't have vacations? Never, no. I will never have vacations in summer. Yeah? I will never. Never must be inserted in the sentence, not at the end. Yeah. Be careful when you make questions with intonation. You have vacation this summer? Yes, I don't know if Paloma and Fernanda remember this. I used to explain this in class because in English, normally you don't make questions with intonation as you do in Spanish. ¿Ya? ¿Van a tener vacaciones este verano? Van a tener vacaciones este verano. Only intonation is the difference in Spanish. In English, normally you don't use intonation. Are you going or will you have? Are you going to have vacation or holidays this summer? Are you going? You need to make a question there and to use the auxiliary and all that, okay? It's the same if I say, I don't know, do you live in Santiago? Typical example. Do you live in Santiago? This is a question, it's an open question. Do you live in Santiago, yes or no? But if I say, you live in Santiago, only with the intonation, the meaning is totally different. No te puedo creer que tú vivas en Santiago. En serio, es como esa la idea. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I am surprised to see that and I want you to confirm it. It's a different connotation, totally different. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing, be careful with the abuse of the word the. I love the summer. This is for you three. I prefer the low temperature. The spring is better. If you say this, I love the summer. I can say, I love the summer of the year 2015 because I had a wonderful holiday, blah, blah, blah. If you say the summer, you are talking about a specific summer, one in particular. But if you like summers in general, you cannot use the. I like summer, but I prefer winter or I prefer autumn. Yeah. Remember that this is something else we have to practice. Let me write. I don't know if next class, but in English, this word the is very, how can I say, very rarely, very occasionally, and very specifically used. Normally, you don't use it with plural nouns. I don't say, do you like the pets? No, do you like pets? Yeah. If you say, do you like the pets that they have in that house? It's different. I am referring to a specific group of pets. So they is, I mean, it's better not to use it than to use it if you are not sure, because probably it will be, it's highly more probable to be wrong than to be right if you use it, okay? The other thing is something similar to what I corrected in the oral practice, in the conversation, is to hide the temperature. Look at this. This is a Spanish with English. It's too high the temperature. Es demasiado alta la temperatura. Es demasiado alta la temperatura. Perfect. Cada vez que a ustedes eso les encaje perfecto con el español, estamos mal. Yes? No puede encajar. Because it's exactly the opposite. Temperature is too high.
Mm,
Temperature is too high. Temperature, no temperatura. Temperature is too high. Do you understand what I mean? Algo hace algo, alguien hace algo. Ese es el orden en que se ordenan los elementos en inglés. Yes? Is it okay? Finally, the spring seems to summer. Yo entendí, la primavera se parece al verano, eso era, ¿no? Yeah, but there, spring, sorry, spring is like summer. Yeah, the spring is like summer. Let me see if something else I forgot. Botanica, you should know this one better than me. Isn't it botany? Or no?
I don't know how to say.
Let me, I think it's botany. Let me go to the dictionary because I think so, but I'm not, this is not a word that I used every day, so. I think it's botany. 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 Botany, yes. Let me see if, let me see if botanics, as you said, if, I don't know if it exists. No. Botanical, but it is a botanical garden, for example, or botanic garden, botanical survey, botanical drugs, botanical research. Yes?
Mhm.
No, no botánica como la rama de estudio, la disciplina. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you have any comments, any.
Yes, I wasn't sure if I had to create my story or.
No, yeah,
But
you could
I
invent
did it.
anything. No, yeah, no, that was the idea, to invent anything you wanted.
Okay.
No, that was the idea. Okay. Any question? No comments? Nothing. Well, actually, my next activity related, just to finish this, had to do with a video, but I don't think, well, perhaps we can watch video. Are you too tired?
No.
Would you like to watch the video now?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. Give me a second. Listen and take notes.
Welcome to Live from London. Today we're in King's Cross talking to people about their neighbours. Do you know your neighbours? What are they like?
Yes, there's a couple who live next door who are South African, and I know his name, but it's kind of got past the point where I should have asked or remembered what her name was. And then I have a guy who lives downstairs from me who's a bit of a nosy neighbour who seems to know everything. And again, I should know his name, and he talks to me a lot, but I don't. And you get caught with him quite a lot. I have long discussions about everything in the building, which I'm not that interested in.
No, I don't really know my neighbours. I just know them to see them when I go past them and they're coming and going. So I have no idea really what they're like.
I know most of them, yeah, and they're normally just like elderly couples and a few young people and students, yeah.
Yeah, I live above like a Danish couple, and they seem nice, but generally speaking, in London, you don't get to know your neighbours that well, which is a bit of a shame. I know more in like countryside and stuff, you have more of a relationship with your neighbours, leave keys with them and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, that seems nice. So I'd like to have that in the future.
Would you like to be closer to your neighbours?
No, not really. I think I'm close enough.
I would probably like to be closer to the couple next door, and there's another couple that live opposite that would probably be quite good to be a bit more friendly with. They're quite sociable next door. Probably not so much the guy downstairs, as he wastes my time.
So yeah, it would be nice to be closer to neighbours, but for some reason in London, people are moving house every other week. It doesn't really happen as much, which is a shame.
Overall, probably not, but we should all make more effort to get on with and get to know our neighbours, I suppose, but maybe depending on where you live.
Have you ever had a bad experience with your current neighbours or any from the past?
I can't remember a bad experience with previous neighbours, except actually one house in East London where there was parties going on all the time at 4 a.m, and I was a teacher, and I needed a good night's sleep, and they were troublesome.
I've had a very small bad experience where I live. It's a communal area, so sometimes post goes missing and things go missing, so that causes some concern between neighbours.
Not really bad. There was an incident where we thought that the guy downstairs had stolen a delivery of a passport because he'd signed for it and then denied it, but then it actually just turned out that was a massive mistake on my ex-boyfriend's part, and it was just with the post office in Sydney.
Not my current neighbours, but in the past there was quite an elderly couple who never went out, and they always knew when we were walking up and down the stairs, which was really strange.
Once again, or was it enough?
Yeah, once again.
Okay.
Welcome to Live from London. Today we're in King's Cross talking to people about their neighbours. Do you know your neighbours? What are they like?
Yes, there's a couple who live next door who are South African, and I know his name, but it's kind of got past the point where I should have asked or remembered what her name was. And then I have a guy who lives downstairs from me who's a bit of a nosy neighbour who seems to know everything. And again, I should know his name, and he talks to me a lot, but I don't, and we get caught with him quite a lot. I have long discussions about everything in the building, which I'm not that interested in.
No, I don't really know my neighbours. I just know them to see them when I go past them and they're coming and going. So I have no idea really what they're like.
I know most of them, yeah, and they're normally just like elderly couples and a few young people and students, yeah.
Yeah, I live above like a Danish couple, and they seem nice, but generally speaking in London, you don't get to know your neighbours that well, which is a bit of a shame. I know more in like countryside and stuff, you have more of a relationship with your neighbours, leave keys with them and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, that seems nice. So I'd like to have that in the future.
Would you like to be closer to your neighbours?
No, not really. I think I'm close enough.
I would probably like to be closer to the couple next door, and there's another couple that live opposite that would probably be quite good to be a bit more friendly with. They're quite sociable next door. Probably not so much the guy downstairs, as he wastes my time.
So yeah, it would be nice to be closer to neighbours, but for some reason in London, people are moving house every other week. It doesn't really happen as much, which is a shame.
Overall, probably not, but we should all make more effort to get on with and get to know our neighbours, I suppose, but maybe depending on where you live.
Have you ever had a bad experience with your current neighbours or any from the past?
I can't remember a bad experience with previous neighbours, except actually one house in East London where there was parties going on all the time at 4 a.m, and I was a teacher, and I needed a good night's sleep, and they were troublesome.
I've had a very small bad experience where I live. It's a communal area, so sometimes post goes missing and things go missing, so that causes some concern between neighbours.
Not really bad. There was an incident where we thought that the guy downstairs had stolen a delivery of a passport because he'd signed for it and then denied it, But then it actually just turned out that was a massive mistake on my ex-boyfriend's part, and it was just with the post office in Sydney.
Not my current neighbours, but in the past there was quite an elderly couple who never went out, and they always knew when we were walking up and down the stairs, which was really strange.
Okay, well, here we have 3 people. No, how many people? Four people. Gemma, Paul, Rachel, and Edwin. Yeah, 4 people. They have, I mean, each of them has different accents, different speeds. Yes, some of them were much easier than others, or not? Yes? Who was the most difficult?
Rachel. for me.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What? First of all, they were asked 3 questions. What were those questions? Do you remember them?
Do you know what your neighbors like? Something like that.
Do you know? Yes. Yeah. Right. Do you know your neighbors? I mean, that is the first question, right? Do you know your neighbors? What are they like?
What? Yes.
What are they like? What's the question? Oh, sorry. What is that question? What does it mean? What are they like?
Like their personality. What are they like?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in general, I mean, what are they like? Yeah, ¿cómo son? What are they like? Here we have a different meaning of the verb to like. It's not like I like fruit, no. It's the verb is to be like together. What are they like? That was one question. What was the second question?
If they are close.
Not exactly. Yeah, it's related to that, but it's not exactly that question. Has to do with closeness, yes.
If they want to be close.
Yeah, right. If they would like to be closer, would you like to be closer to your neighbors? Yeah, would you like to be closer? And the last question?
Do you have an issue with them? Like no need like
Bad experience.
patient. Yes, bad experience.
Yeah. Have you had a bad experience with your neighbors? Right. Let's see. What's about I don't know. What did you get about Gemma, the first lady in glasses?
I get that she have a couple that lives next door, and she knows. I didn't understand well, but she knows his name, and a guy that lives downstairs. That is a noisy neighbor, and talks a lot.
Yeah, more than noisy, nosy.
I didn't understand.
Nosy. Metete, metiche, nosy. Yeah, she talked that she has, I mean, there is a couple that live next to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she said that this guy talks a lot and not very interesting. She's not very interested in the conversation.
Yeah, but is the I mean, not the couple, the guy that is nosy, the nosy guy. The nosy guy is, yeah, she's not very interested in him. Yeah.
And there's other couple in the floor, upper floor.
Above, yeah.
Above.
Above.
There's other couple that she just know they are them. They
But
They
she
are-
knows, she says what they are from.
I don't.
Did
I
you get
didn't
it?
get that.
No? No, okay. Yeah, okay. What about Paul? Paul speaks very clearly, I think.
Paul doesn't know what are they neighbors.
He doesn't know,
Who are they neighbors?
sorry, he doesn't know. He doesn't know his neighbors. He
Yes.
doesn't really know his neighbors, yeah? Okay,
He said that he only sees them when he passed.
when he passes by, but
Yes,
else.
but
Yes,
no.
okay. Let's see, Rachel. What about her? I mean, what does she say? Does she know her neighbors?
She said that most of them she knows.
She
Most of
knows most of them,
Yes.
yeah?
And I get and all that is that then their neighbors are also couples
Yeah,
and something more, but I didn't get it.
And students, I think.
yes. There are some, she didn't say old, she used a more polite word. It's elderly couples. It's the same thing.
Yes.
The meaning is the same. Elderly couples and some young students. Yes. What about Edwin, the guy in glasses?
He knows a Danish couple.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's what I get about the neighbors.
Yeah.
And he says that they seems nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know if I get this, but he said that they move a lot, like people every week, something like
Every
this.
other way, yeah, but not him. People in London, he said,
Yes,
in
people in
general.
London.
People in London normally move, well, I think this is an exaggeration, but every other week. What's the meaning of that? Every other week?
Constantly.
Yeah, but yeah, that is what he means. But the expression every other week, what's the meaning of that?
Semana a semana?
No, cada 2 semanas.
Ah,
Mm.
the other week.
I have meetings every other week. That's the thing, yeah? Every other week, every other week, every other year, every other month, you can change it's every other week.
Cada 2 semanas es como intercalado, como algo así.
No, cada
Semana
2
por
semanas.
medio.
No,
Ah.
no, porque semana por medio sería once a week. Every other week es cada 15 días. Cada 2 semanas,
Every other.
¿ya? Every other day es día por medio.
Entonces sí sería semana por medio, porque once a week sería una vez a la semana.
Sí, no, once a week está claro. Every other day es día por medio. Every other week es cada 2 semanas.
Igual cada 2 semanas es semana por medio.
¿Sí? Ay, me echó una duda. Cuando uno dice semana por medio,
Una sí, una no. Una sí,
sí.
una no.
Y cada 2 semanas
Una sí, una no.
es lo mismo. Es lo mismo.
Al menos yo lo entiendo así.
Ya. Es cada 2 semanas, en todo caso. Ya, semana por medio. Okay. Let's see. Well, so the question if they would like to be closer to their neighbors. Sorry. Yeah, that was the second question. What about Rachel? What does she say?
She's close enough. She doesn't want to be close.
She's close enough. Yeah. What about Gemma?
She wants to be closer to the couple next door.
Yeah, right.
They seem friendly.
they seem friendly, right? And what about the other guy?
No.
No, not with the other guy, the nosy guy. Yeah.
Oh, ah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah.
What about Edwin, the guy in glasses? What does he say? Let me turn on the light, please. What does he say?
I think he says because people in London move every other week, it's difficult to be closer.
Yeah. He says it's very difficult, but does he like that?
I didn't get that.
Did anybody, Laura? No? Paloma?
Mm, mm, I I I think that he said it will be nice to be close.
Mhm. Yeah. And he says that people, move every other week, and people don't have much connection, much interaction with the neighbors, which is a shame,
Mm,
which is a pity. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. What about Paul, the older guy?
He says that probably not.
Probably not. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The last question is about a bad experience with some neighbors. Let's see. What about Edwin? What does he say?
That he has troubles with a neighbor that has party till 4 in the morning, and he was a teacher, so he has problem at school.
Yes. Yes. One of the guys, they had parties and he used a word that is troublesome. Conflictive. Causing problematic, actually. The neighbor was troublesome because, yes, there were parties going on until 4 in the morning. What about Paul? Has he had any problem with neighbors?
Yes. He says that the things go missing.
Yeah.
Post and things go missing.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a problem with things that disappeared.
Yes.
Did you get anything else about the place where he lives?
No.
No?
Because there was a common area.
Yes, it was a communal area. That means that they shared a place. There were some places that were in common. And that's why he says that some things disappear. Yes? Okay. What about Gemma? Laura, you have not said anything. Gemma, what about Gemma? Has she had any problem with her neighbors? Gemma is the girl.
I understand that she don't have bad experience, but I'm not sure.
But did you get any idea? Never mind if it is
She say something about ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know.
No?
I remember something like a passport that the neighbor downstairs, like it wasn't for him or something like that.
Yes, yeah.
But the boyfriend invent that. Something like that.
They
No.
think the neighbor has stolen the passport, but it was a mistake of the ex-boyfriend of Gemma. It was a misunderstood,
misunderstanding.
a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding, and it was a problem with the post office in Sydney because she's Australian. Yeah, it was a misunderstanding, a mistake of the post office, but the people thought that the guy had stolen a passport. Why? Or what could you steal a passport for? Well, okay. And what about Rachel? Has she had any problem with her neighbors?
I didn't understand.
No, anybody?
It was a strange situation, but I didn't get what's happened.
Yeah. She said that not now, but in the past when she had, her neighbors were an elderly couple that never went out. And they always knew when they were walking upstairs or downstairs, they were always watching apparently. So she said it was really strange. I mean, yeah. Okay. How did you like this video?
Yes.
Guess what?
Yes, I like it. Because
Did you?
What? Oh, if I like it.
No, I mean, what do you think about this video? Did you like it? Yeah, well, that was one of the questions.
Yes, I like it a lot because it is different to understand these conversations.
Yeah.
It's ¿cómo lo digo? Un desafío.
A challenge.
It's a challenge. The challenge is the most challenging part of the class.
Definitely, definitely, because you have different accents.
Yes.
I have different videos with different the same presenter of the video, but the actors, I mean not the actors, but the interviewees are different and different topics. Next week, I would like you to watch this video only once and to answer some questions, and then I will ask you to watch, to read the script, watch it and read the script at the same time for you to detect, I mean, the parts that were, because perhaps sometimes, I mean, you didn't get it because of the pronunciation, because you didn't know the word. So if you don't know the word, it's difficult to understand it. Some of them, for example, Gemma is Australian, so she has a different accent, and she uses different words sometimes, different, I mean, idioms and expressions. So that's what I would like to do first next week. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions, any comments? No? Okay, girls.
And I like the part about speaking.
Ah, good.
Well, yes. And when you correct us, I like this. I think it's a good retroalimentación, a good feedback.
I hope so. I hope so, Fernanda.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming and hope to see you next week, next Tuesday. Okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye, girls.
Bye.
Have a nice week. Bye.